sucks. Anyway, as you know, I am here to take care of your blues. I'm here to make sure you leave your problems at the door and just lighten your life up with the greatest rock and roll from all the 70s and 80s artists we all grew up with. That's right, the Shakeman Show. You know what it's all about here. As we should have a pretty good show for you tonight. But, you know, as you heard in the beginning of the show, now I am officially the bad boy of Aquanet Radio. I got that name over at Boost Radio. So it's follow me, man. It follows me everywhere. Anyway, I must be the bad boy of Aquanet Radio because I have a babysitter on the show tonight. That's right. We have a representative of the TRC, which, if you don't know what that stands for, it stands for the Radio Commission. Is going to be sitting in on the show tonight because the TRC have some really great plans. Well, they think they do anyway. So they got some really great plans in store for internet radio. And unfortunately, Johnny said, I have to let this guy talk. I got to let him be on the show. They are trying to accomplish something, so they're really nothing yet. They think they are, but they're trying to accomplish something on internet radio. And I just got done reading the memo and all that stuff. And yeah. And I know what you're thinking out there. I'm thinking the same thing. Anyway, I am obligated to let this guy speak on his company's behalf. Well, it is really ridiculous, this memo that I just read. It's really ridiculous, but I have to let him read it on the air tonight, and I can tell you, it is a bunch of crap. So, before we move on with our show, I am very sorry to announce that I have to introduce to you, peeps, and I'm very sorry for this. I promise you that, I promise that this crap that we have to do tonight will not ruin my show. I am not going to let anybody come in here and, step on my show or ruin my show. So it's not going to happen, people. So before the TRC's Gopher Boy sits in, he's going to be sitting in the corner over there all night watching me and kind of dissecting my show all night. So I'm pretty much have to be a good boy tonight on the air is what I was told. So as you can see, we should have a pretty good show in store for you tonight because doing that to me and is kind of he's, by the way, he's not here yet. He's in the next room. He's going to be called. Greedo's going to bring him in 1 second. So he probably can hear me out there in the next halls because we got the speakers out there where you can also hear out there in the hallway. So I can really care less if he can hear me or not. So I don't care. But anyway, what the TRC is trying to accomplish on internet radio is I'm so happy about. And now, okay, Greedo, you can bring him in. And I'm so pleased and happy right now. And this dude sounds like Barry White. So I'm just gonna warn you, he sounds like Barry White. Anyway, from the TRC sitting in tonight is Mr. Richard Watkins.
Thank you for having me here.
Okay, Dick. So what do you got in store for us tonight?
My name's Richard.
Yeah, well, Dick is ain't that a short name for Richard?
Yeah, but nobody calls me Dick. My name is Richard.
Oh, well, it's a short name for Richard, so I can't call you Dick.
I'd rather you call me Richard.
Okay, Dick. Anyway,
you're a funny guy.
So they say. Thanks. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for being here because I'm so excited to have you here to read this lovely memo that you're about to read to my fans and bore them to death. And anyway, Dick is here to.
My name is Richard.
Oh, your last name's Watkins, right?
Yes, Richard Watkins.
So if people did call you Dick and said your last name for short, you would be Dick Wadkins.
You're a comedian.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things I wanted to be in life, but I wasn't that good, so that's why I'm a musician.
Okay.
All right. without further ado, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dick. Read your things.
I'm Richard Watkins. I am a representative of TRC working on the best interest of the radio listener.
Yes, you are. You're fucking lying right out of your
And
fucking mouth.
anyway, was there some static or something in my headphones there?
No, I didn't hear anything.
There's some kind of something was cutting off my voice a little bit there.
Oh, I have no clue what you're talking about. I don't know. Everything looks to seem to be working properly. I got you up, your volume's up properly, and the wires are properly plugged in. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, all right. I just thought I had something going on in there. All right. Anyway, I am Richard Watkins of the TRC, and my interest is into the radio listener. And what our goal is
What's your name, crack sheller?
we are looking to get more interesting, more interesting programs on internet radio for the listener. Some educational problems, and I heard a little bit of static there again. I don't know what to tell you, pal. I mean, I everything's working okay here. Greedo, my producer, has checked everything. Greedo, is everything running here? Everything's okay, yeah.
Well, this guy's saying he's having problems in his headphones. Get him another set of headphones, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what he's hearing or what's going on, but Okay, so we got another set of headphones. In case you want to know, this is Richard Watkins from TRC. He's going to tell us about the interest that TRC has in internet radio and their goal, and what he wants to accomplish. Wow, I got a lot of glare going on here. I got to tell you, Richard.
Excuse me.
You get a lot of glare coming off that head.
Oh, funny.
Well, you got a shiny head. You remind me of Kojak from back in the day. I don't know. That's what kind of look like to me. I don't know. Anyway, you got your headphones. Okay, let's give this a shot again. So you were saying you're trying to bring more interesting radio programs. Like my radio program's not interesting, I guess.
I didn't come here to insult you or say anything bad about your show. I'm just here to talk on behalf of my business.
Okay, all right. Okay, so let's get back to it then. You finished off boring. You finished off at saying you want to bring more interesting radio programs. So okay, go ahead.
Yes, we're looking for more like educational.
You don't even know. Nobody knows Zuzu.
We're educational programs where people can call in and ask questions about things that they want to know about out there. We're looking into things like real estate, like a real estate show. You can call in if you're looking for stuff on them lines. Like if you're looking to buy a house, we would have like a a real estate show. If you want to do that. Just information, like programs that gives information to the public of what they're looking for. Since a lot of people are into the internet these days, some people aren't always interested in TV that much anymore. So there are a lot of people spend a lot of their times on the computer. So that is our goal, to get more educational programs for the listening audience with with useful information. So what we want to do is use more clean-cut, censored radio program. More of the lines of that. Because a lot of people do not want to be exposed to.
Why you bullshitting me?
You know what I mean? Exposed to this kind of stuff. And
hurry up! I got a hot shit in the chamber.
And anyway, we are striving to achieve here at TRC is we need all your support to be able to complete our goals and supply our listeners.
What's that? Which one's the fat pig?
Okay. So goals already. What we're trying to achieve, which we have already achieved on terrestrial radio.
Yeah, that's why the stations are dropping like flies.
And what we're striving to achieve the same that we've done on the terrestrial radio. We're trying to achieve here, on here on internet radio. We are trying to get this thing off the ground, but like I said, it's
What's your name?
it's we gotta have your support, you the listener out there, because without you, it's pretty much not going to get off the ground. So you know what I mean.
Hey.
So okay, so I keep having. I'm sorry. I apologize to the listening audience. I'm having a lot of bad feedback here on my headphones. I'm getting like a lot of. It sounds like a static or something like going over my voice. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? So
I just had Greedo check out everything, pal. I don't know what else to tell you.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to get my point across here. I just hope
Tough guy.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So back to I was at the support part of it. If you have any questions about what we're trying to achieve here and about the programs, or if you have any great ideas about
No.
any great ideas that you have about radio program, if you have an idea about kind of show that we're looking at. I mean, like I said, we're looking into shows
Yowzer.
like educational programs, like I just said, like a real estate show where you can come in and
What are you gonna say now, right?
and even stuff about what good schools to take your kids to in your neighborhood, and
What do you mean?
and all that stuff. So that's what we're kind of looking into.
Oh fuck.
And so what I need you to do, if you have any questions or any suggestions about what the TRC is trying to achieve here, you can write me an email at rwatkins@trc.com. That is rwatkins@trc.com.
Hurry up! I got a hot shit in the chamber.
If you can do that.
I want someone to do the black man handshake on my prick.
Okay. On this radio program, you could give me a call at 215-600-3284 if you would like to call in now and talk about interesting programs that the TRC is trying. Did Johnny approve that you can take phone calls and all that? He told me with the full cooperation of me being here, that I could take emails or phone calls.
Yo, stupid.
So
sucker.
that's what I was told before I came here.
Oh, okay. All right. So nobody's going to call. Anyway, all right. So what we have here is Richard Watkins. That it's Dick Watkins here with us tonight, and he's from the TRC. And like I said, if you have any questions for, he's going to be sitting off the side. But if anybody calls in or has any emails they're going to send in, Richard will answer them here on the air. Boring. So if you have anything, any thing that you want to talk to Richard about, you can just give us a call if you want, or write an email if you want. Okay. Now that I know that half of my listeners has fell asleep and has tuned out, anyway, I'm going to dedicate my first song, actually my first two songs of the night. I got a great double shot that I'm going to definitely request for you, Richard. Now, knowing the job you have for the company that you work for, so you're kind of like a gopher kind of boy. So I got perfect first two songs to dedicate to you and your company.
Oh, that's nice of you.
Yes, I think it's nice of me too. I think it's very nice of me. So we're going to dedicate our first two. We're going to do a double shot. Our first two songs of the night. And once you see the meanings of these songs, you'll know what I'm talking about. So we're going to start out the night with a perfect song going out to my great new friend sitting here, Dick Watkins, which is Richard Watkins, sitting in here for us tonight. And we're going to dedicate our first two songs to Richard, and starting with this one right now. It's the Shakeman Show, Aquanet Radio. Sorry for boring you people.